Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now on this Monday, March the 30th. The Final Four is set after a great weekend of basketball, really punctuated by what was a great regional final in the Midwest on Saturday night. Kentucky moving to 38-0 under John Calipari. They are in the Final Four after really barely taking down Notre Dame. Karl Anthony Towns, the young freshman from New Jersey, played a major role, as he has the entire season, in getting this Kentucky team to the brink of perfection. And now as you look forward to what should be one of the highest rated Final Fours in the history of college basketball, the one question is out there for everyone that is a fan of sports. Are you rooting for or against perfection? For me, I'm rooting for it. I have got to the point here with Kentucky where I am riveted by watching this team game in, game out, take everyone's best shot. Once in a while, like on Saturday night with Notre Dame, that best shot is good enough to really, really make it a game. That best shot is good enough, as it was in the case of Notre Dame, to make anyone that is a Kentucky supporter, or if you have them in your bracket, really, really sweat. Notre Dame, 2-3 minutes to go in that game, had Kentucky on the ropes. But for the third different time this season, I've watched that Kentucky team on the ropes not back down. I've watched that Kentucky team on the ropes not give in, not panic, and find a way to win. Kentucky against Georgia early in the season. Kentucky against LSU on a nationally televised game earlier in the season. And of course on Saturday against Notre Dame, found a way. They don't panic despite their relative youth. A lot of freshmen on that team, including Anthony Towns from New Jersey, did not back down. And when the going got tough, Kentucky just got better and better and better over the course of that game. In fact, they didn't miss a field goal. They didn't miss a shot from the floor their final 12 minutes and 5 seconds on Saturday night against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And when I look forward to the Final Four here, first up it'll be Kentucky against Wisconsin in the national semifinal. And then I think the one we're all kind of looking forward to, if we do get it, Duke on one side, Kentucky on the other. Two great freshman centers in Jahlil Okafor for Duke and the local kid, Anthony Towns, for Kentucky. I'm rooting for this. I'm rooting to watch this because this comes around very, very rarely. A team this good, this great really. To me, they're the greatest college basketball team I have ever seen. They might be the greatest collegiate team. You go to college football as well. They might be the greatest collegiate team I have ever seen play. Their ability on the floor, their ability to blow teams out most of the time, but even add in now their ability, you've seen it now multiple times where they're on the ropes. You have them. You think this is the game where they're not used to playing a close game or a tough game, and yet they find a way. Yet they get through that game, survive, and advance. So many future number one picks. We will talk about this Kentucky team now, for better or worse, forever. This reminds me a little bit of in 2007, 2008, where you had the New England Patriots undefeated going into the Super Bowl against the Giants. Regardless of what happens here in the Final Four, this Kentucky team, this Kentucky story, and this group led by John Calipari will be a story forever. Either they got to the brink of undefeated, either they got to the brink of immortality and lost, maybe to Wisconsin or to a Duke or Michigan State in the final, or they closed it out, 40-0, a championship, and I think they'd go down as at least the greatest college basketball team in the modern era. Different rules back in the day, Lou Alcindor, Bill Walton at UCLA with John Wooden. The modern game with the way recruiting is, the competition the way it is, the tournament the way it is, this might be the most impressive undefeated run we have ever seen in college basketball. Are you rooting for it? Rooting against it? For me, I want to watch Kentucky keep winning. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now.